see Marshall, I'll show you Marshall. I try to show you art, but you just pick it apart. So I see I had to start showing you no farts. A whole other side I wanted to not show you, so you know you're not till it was some marshmallow, little soft yellow pole. It's hard to tell
right
cause
now, so don't push me. So don't push me. Video. So don't push me. I got something for you. Keep thinking I'm right now on the edge. So don't push me. So don't push me. Video. So don't push me. I got something for you. Keep thinking I'm. Say yes, man. See you. Rap jumping out to the taking over.
Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. My jeans are never empty. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Your scheming don't affect me. I'm fresh, I'm fly, I'm so damn high. More than 500 horses when I roll by. I'm calm, I'm cool, everything brand new. I don't handcuff, you can get the whole damn crew. Get in my Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beat it, I bet she let me. She been feeling since she met me. I'm the coolest shit, especially when I throw on all my Gretzky. Got my sister Smith and Wessie to protect me, so respect me. This is heavy, new Bentley, color vanilla and cherry. Andretti on Pirelli, make a movie out the Getty. With my ring and my confetti, I'm Kobe Bryant ready. Pink rose and chronic smelly while I'm stumbling out the telly. I'm so fly, I'm so fairy, and the way I flow is very. Into a machete when my pencil move is deadly. Platinum band, platinum bezzy, make a straight girl out of Leslie. Magazine, Mac, Desi, keep my windows like a Prezi. Press a button, then I'm stunting. My roof look like it's ducking me to go 200 something. In my trunk, the one that's bumping. I am not the one for jumping. I will ratchet out and slump 'em, dump 'em, you better off dead. Your money red.
I'm fresh, I'm fly, I'm always high. Got you waving at me when I roll by.
I'm calm, I'm cool, everything brand new. I don't handcuff, you can get the whole damn crew. Get in my Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. My jeans are never empty. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. The schemes don't affect me.
Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. I be moving, making movies. Tom cruising. If it's action, then I'm shooting. Pockets fat, neck studded. Boy, my nickname should be Ruben. My Colombian connect told me that Mexicans are moved in, and he know just how I get it. So we bout to introduce him. Got a girl named Cigar. Call her that because she Cuban. Got a black chick that be boosting. Got a white girl that be boofing. Gotta watch her cause she use it, but she me like she stupid, and she always ready to give me that Becky. Last time it was so good I almost crashed my Bentley. Hit the club, order bottles, see them sparks in the sky. We had his whole looking like the 4th of July. But if you get the frontin' and the pushing, lead the shoving, we just bustin' and we leaving like it's nothing. If it ain't the Gucci or the Louis, then it's polo or it's rugby. And this bitch I brought with me, she be bagging bitches for me.
Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. My jeans are never empty. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. The scheming don't affect me.
I'm fresh, I'm fly, I'm always high.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Venema Aquatic Center on the campus of Calvin University for the Friday morning session prelims of the 2024 Calvin Winter Invitational. This morning's event will begin immediately with event number 13. This is the women's 100-yard butterfly. There are 6 heats. This is Heat 1, Mr. Referee.
In the water, Heat 1. Sydney Jones in lane 2. Oh, there it is. Mia Strasny from Northern Michigan in lane 3. Hannah Brown in lane 4 from Indiana Wesleyan. And in lane... Okay. Yeah, it drops. It wipes. Heat 2. Heat 2 in lane 1, Trinity Patterson of Findlay. In lane 2, Emma Johnson of Findlay. In lane 3, Joanne Oyumba of Northern Michigan. Lane 4, Jory Cho of Calvin University. Lane 5, Milana Cervinsky of Calvin. Olivia Vanderlaan next from Indiana Wesleyan. Lane 7, Allie Hoover of Calvin. Lane 8, Lauren Govert of Findlay. Heat 3. Heat 3 in lane 1, Aaliyah Casapit of Calvin. Kaylin Kelly of Calvin is in lane 2. Annie Smith from Findlay is in lane 3. Marta Sinsabau of Indiana Wesleyan in lane 4. Madeline Bassa of Grand Valley in lane 5. Edith Samra of Findlay in lane 6. Vivian Reiser of Calvin in lane 7. Elizabeth Dazlewski of Calvin is in lane 8. It is Samra of Findlay in lane 6 with the heat win. Heat 4. In the water in Heat 4, Lauren Minima of Calvin in lane 1, Gracie Ganger of Calvin in lane 2, Sydney Sunday of Calvin in lane 3, Sophia Lesmis Montez of Findlay in lane 4, Kelly Shortaw of Grand Valley in lane 5, Becca Burrows of Northern Michigan in lane 6, Alice Person of Grand Valley in lane 7, Pauline Isdorek of Northern Michigan in lane 8. Your Heat 4 winner from Findlay, Sophia Lesmis Montez. We'll take a pause for just a minute, a pause for just 1 minute.
We're going to need a short break here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to take us more than a minute to get some situations handled here in the office. Sorry about this. Please be patient with us. All right, we should be ready to go here. So next heat for the women's 100 butterfly. As soon as you're ready behind the blocks, we will fire you off.
In the water heat 5 of the women's 100 fly. In lane 1, Chloe Hogue of Indiana Wesleyan. Olivia Scheibelhofer of Findlay in lane 2. Stacy Nation of Grand Valley in lane 3. Maggie Farrell of Calvin in lane 4. Elena Curdy of Northern Michigan in lane 5. Macy May of Findlay in lane 6. Gwyneth Payton of Findlay in lane 8. Heat 6. Lane 1, Maya Reifinger of Grand Valley. Zoe DeKevitt of Northern Michigan in lane 2. Sophia Moore of Northern Michigan in lane 3. Emily Mears Bentley of Findlay in lane 4. Alyssa Wagner of Grand Valley in lane 5. Lexi Jankowski of Findlay in lane 6. Grace Scudder of Calvin in lane 7. Elise Radowski of Calvin in lane 8. Heat 1. Heat 1 of event 14, the men's 100 fly is in the water. In lane 2, Leo Knowles of Northern Michigan. Zion Kawas of Findlay in lane 3. Nathan Kreider of Wesleyan in lane 4. Tater Ring of Calvin in lane 5. Ian Rushalou of Northern Michigan in lane 6. Heat 2. Heat 2 has Joe Kroger in lane 1 from Findlay. Lane 2, Jaden Humphrey of Findlay. Lane 3, Nolan Anderson of Grand Valley. Carden Wynn of Calvin in lane 4. Travis Black in lane 5 from Grand Valley. Stephen Devon of Calvin in lane 6. Ethan Wayne of Calvin in lane 7. Timothy Campbell of Calvin in lane 8. Heat 3. Heat 3 of event 14 is in the water. Caleb Rice is in lane 1 from Northern Michigan. Peter Helmuth of Findlay in lane 2. William LeCount of Northern Michigan in lane 3. Logan Campbell of Calvin in lane 4. Dags Bregas of Findlay in lane 5. Corey Campbell of Calvin in lane 6. Jake Shotanas of Calvin in lane 7. Will Bales of Calvin is in lane 8. Heat 3. Those in the water of event 14. Hudson Lowry of Northern Michigan in lane 1. Yazin Otranzi of Grand Valley in lane 2. Grant Brown of Indiana Wesleyan in lane 3. Amar Otranzi of Grand Valley in lane 4. Brendan Neitzel of Grand Valley in lane 5. Liam Boomer of Northern Michigan in lane 6. Vlad Mullen of Calvin in lane 7. Ben Witchard of Calvin in lane 8. Heat 5. In the water in Heat 5 for Grand Valley in lane 1, Ethan Schultz. Andrew Talby of Calvin in lane 2. Daniel Kamara of Northern Michigan in lane 3. Esteban Nunez del Prado of Grand Valley in lane 4. David Bajwa of Calvin in lane 5. Andrew Go of Grand Valley in lane 7. Marty Womarnis of Northern Michigan in lane 8. Event 15, Heat 1. In the water for event 15, heat number 1 of the women's 400 IM. In lane 2, McKenna Beal of Indiana Wesleyan. Sophie Busby of Findlay in lane 3. Vittorio Proietti of Grand Valley in lane 4. Gaia Tomaselli of Grand Valley in lane 5. Kenzie Stute of Northern Michigan in lane 6. Devin Olson of Findlay in lane 7. This is Heat 1 of event 15, the women's 400 IM.
Unofficial results for the women's 100-yard butterfly scrolling on the board. We will have the men's 100 butterfly scrolling on the board for you momentarily.
Heat 2. In the water, in the women's 4IM, heat number 2, Debbie Daniel of Findlay is in lane 1. Julia Zimpel of Northern Michigan is in lane 2. Kaylee Gallagher of Grand Valley in lane 3. Katie O'Connell of Grand Valley in lane 4. Annika Wright of Northern Michigan in lane 5. Gwyneth Payton of Findlay is in lane 7. This is heat 2 of event 15 of the women's 4IM. Heat 3. Event 15, Heat 3 is in the water of the women's 4IM. Abby Mers of Calvin is in lane 1. Maddie McInerney of Calvin in lane 2. Heidi Schneider of Grand Valley in lane 3. Lane 4, Fernandez Alvarez of Grand Valley. Zoe Poe of Calvin is in lane 5. Ella Howers of Northern Michigan is in lane 6. Gracelyn Hill of Indiana Wesleyan is in lane 7. This is Heat 3 of event 15. Event 16, Heat 1. In the water for Event 16, Heat 1 features, in lane 3, Anthony Crudelli of Calvin, Dylan Day of Findlay, and Tim Hayes of Calvin is in lane 5. Event 16, this is Heat 1 of 4. Heat 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let Heat 2 rest. Up next will be Heat 3. Felipe Mateo, lane 6. Felipe Mateo, lane 6. Heat 3 will be going next. Heat 3. In the water is Heat 3 of event 16, the men's 400 IM. Leland Woost of Findlay is in lane 1. Moritz Hess of Grand Valley in lane 2. Jacob Ziegler of Calvin in lane 3. James Werwe of Northern Michigan in lane 4. Diego Herrera Mora of Calvin in lane 5. Mateo Filippi of Findlay is in lane 6. Zachary Balad of Northern Michigan in lane 7. Zach Armstrong of Findlay is in lane 8. This is Heat 3 of event 16. And back to Heat 2. Heat 2 of event 16. The men's 4IM is in the water. Hudson Vonk is in lane 1 from Indiana Wesleyan. Logan Yakubowski of Calvin in lane 2. Javier Pena Reyes of Northern Michigan in lane 3. Gabriel Falcone of Northern Michigan in lane 4. Ryan Hallberg of Calvin in lane 5. Kyle Griswold of Northern Michigan in lane 6. And in lane 7, Pablo Garcia Kuhlman of Grand Valley. Heat 4. As we wrap up the men's 400 IM, this is Heat 4 of Event 16. John Reeder is in Lane 1 of Calvin. Luis Ojeda Bosch of Grand Valley in Lane 2. Will Herwig of Grand Valley in Lane 3. Daniel Lopez Aponte of Northern Michigan is in Lane 4. John Katzenbach of Grand Valley in Lane 5. Preston Smith of Grand Valley in Lane 6. The Lakers' Malik Matthew is in Lane 7, and Peter Crudelli of Calvin is in Lane 8. Event 17, Heat 1. Event 17, Heat 1 is in the water. It's the women's 200 free. In lane 3, Jenna Daria of Findlay. Ellie Thoreau Hopkins of Findlay in lane 4, and Tegan Rose of Northern Michigan in lane 5. Heat 1 of event 17 of the women's 200 freestyle. Heat 2. Heat 2 is in the water of the women's 200 free. Andrea Hoffman of Findlay is in lane 1. Tristan Weaver of Indiana Wesleyan in lane 2. Kaylin Ogg of Calvin in lane 3. Emily Bartman of Calvin is in lane 4. Mackenzie Denigan of Wesleyan in lane 5. Ava Wiesling of Findlay in lane 6. Kaylee Turner of Calvin in lane 7. Sarah Nafsker of Findlay in lane 8. This is Heat 2. Heat 3. In the water in Heat 3 of Event 17, Rachel Hotonic of Calvin in Lane 1, Brooklyn Millward of Northern Michigan in Lane 2, Maddie Bumps of Findlay in Lane 3, Eden Maring of Calvin in Lane 4, Katie McKay of Indiana Wesleyan in Lane 6, Marissa Howitt of Wesleyan in Lane 7, Emerson Irway of Calvin is in Lane 8. Heat 4. Heat 4 is in the water of the women's 200 freestyle. Ella Andrews in Lane 1 of Calvin. Annie Smith of Findlay in Lane 2. Donna Hanning of Northern Michigan in Lane 3. Linda Frick of Grand Valley is in Lane 4. Carlotta Santi of Northern Michigan in Lane 5. Annika Geyer of Northern Michigan in Lane 6. Abby Komet of Findlay in Lane 7. Caitlin Arseth of Northern Michigan in Lane 8. This is Heat 4 of Event 17. Heat 5. Heat 5 has Kristen Winkle of Calvin in lane 1, Alyssa Blosser of Northern Michigan in lane 2, Macy Reckard of Findlay in lane 3, Emma Merkel of Calvin in lane 4, Annabelle Williams of Grand Valley in lane 5, Ellie Kilgard of Northern Michigan in lane 6, Abby Keene of NMU in lane 7, and Sydney Campbell of Indiana Wesleyan in lane 8. This is Heat 5. Heat 6. In the water, the sixth and final heat of the women's 200 free, Becca Streelman is in lane 1 of Calvin. Maria Hirez of Calvin is in lane 2. Becca Burrows of Northern Michigan in lane 3. Lucy Hadley of Grand Valley in lane 4. Angelica Angeletta of Grand Valley in lane 5. Annabelle Nixon of the Lakers in lane 6. Joanne Arbick of Northern Michigan in lane 7. Kenzie Zool of Grand Valley is in lane 8. This is Heat 6 of Event 17. Up next is Event 18, the men's 200 freestyle. Event 18, Heat 1. In the water is heat 1 of event 18, the men's 200 freestyle. Fontana Demores of Calvin in lane 3, Ted Turnage of Calvin in lane 4, and Cameron Fries of Wesleyan is in lane 5. Heat 2. Heat 2 has Carter Detweiler in lane 1 for Calvin, David Beatty of Wesleyan in lane 2, Josh Seidelman of Calvin is in lane 3, Rosatale of Northern Michigan in lane 4, Evan Skoda DeVetta of Grand Valley in lane 5, Jack Kulaga of Calvin in lane 6, Dominic Rose of Calvin in lane 7, Patrick Andrews of Northern Michigan in lane 8. This is Heat 2 of event 18. Heat 3. In the water is Heat 3 of event 18. Henry Fippen of Calvin is in lane 1. Andrew Stimpert of Calvin in lane 2. Raul Braceno of Grand Valley in lane 3. Santiago Arteaga of Findlay in lane 4. Carson Christoffel of Grand Valley in lane 5. Yasmin Iranci of Grand Valley in lane 6. Carson McIntyre of Calvin in lane 7. Ryan Seidelman of Calvin is in lane 8. This is Heat 3. Heat 4. Event 18, Heat 4 is in the water. Addison Von Solen of Calvin is in lane 1. Ethan Schultz of Grand Valley in lane 2. Anton Zeno Rausch of Grand Valley in lane 3. Matt Bosch of Grand Valley in lane 4. Austin Millard of Grand Valley in lane 5. David Schlor of Findlay in lane 6. Evan Fox of Grand Valley in lane 7. Mike Warmeister of Calvin is in lane 8. This is Heat 4 of Event 18. Up next is Event 19, the women's 100-yard breaststroke. Heat 19, or Event 19, Heat 1. The women's 100-yard breaststroke is in the water. This is Event 19, Heat 1, features Sierra Rupert of Findlay in lane 3, Mia Field of Wesleyan in lane 4, Anya Hopek of Calvin in lane 5, Elise Bajwa of Calvin in lane 6. Heat 2. In Heat 2, it's Aubrey Sparling of Wesleyan in lane 1, Isabel Tribfelner of Calvin in lane 2, Hannah Holsworth of Findlay in lane 3, Kaylin Kelly of Calvin in lane 4, Megan Pankratz of Calvin in lane 5, Emma Johnson of Findlay in lane 6, Brooklyn Millward of Northern Michigan in lane 7, Hannah Brown of Wesleyan in lane 8. Heat 3 of 5. In the water heat, 3 of 5 of the women's 100-yard breast. That's event 19. Faith Marciek of Findlay is in lane 1. Kenzie Stute of Northern Michigan in lane 2. Evelyn DiCarlo of Northern Michigan in lane 3. Zoe DeKivat of Northern Michigan is in lane 4. Kelly Shortall of Grand Valley in lane 6. Ella Howers of Northern Michigan in lane 7. Allie Hoover of Calvin is in lane 8. Heat 4. Heat 4 has in lane 1 Madeline Swanson of Findlay. Gracie Ganger of Calvin is in lane 2. Maya Reifinger of Grand Valley in lane 3. Katie Susie of Findlay in lane 4. Liv Geiger of Grand Valley in lane 5. Julia Zimpel of Northern Michigan in lane 6. Eloise Harrison of Calvin in lane 7. And Maya Bedford of Calvin is in lane 8. This is Heat 4 of event 19. Heat 5. Heat 5 features Carson Bissonette of Findlay in lane 1, Emma Bledsoe of Wesleyan in lane 2, Alyssa Wager of Grand Valley in lane 3, Fernandez Alvarez of Grand Valley in lane 4, Elliot McAlpine of Grand Valley in lane 5, Isabel DeLay of Grand Valley in lane 6, Elise Radowski of Calvin in lane 7, Ursula Koch of Northern Michigan in lane 8. Event 20, Heat 1. Event 20, Heat 1 features Xander Ankney of Indiana Wesleyan in lane 1, Carden Wen of Calvin in lane 2, Wyatt Dickman of Northern Michigan in lane 4, Josh Cramp of Calvin in lane 6, Drew Schmidt of Calvin in lane 7. Heat 2 is in the water of event 20. Dylan Day of Findlay in lane 1. Luke Foll of Calvin in lane 2. Pablo Garcia Coleman of Grand Valley in lane 3. Andrew Go of Grand Valley in lane 4. Caleb Gammon of the Knights in lane 5. Edu Treos of Findlay in lane 6. Hudson Vonk of Wesleyan is in lane 7. Heat 3. In the water for Heat 3, Elijah Brown in lane 1, Andrew Talby of Calvin in lane 2, Marco Priednix of Findlay in lane 3, Esteban Nunez del Prado of Grand Valley is in lane 4, Luca Chandusi of Findlay in lane 5, Anthony Crudelli of Calvin in lane 6, Alex Ketro of Calvin in lane 7, Zach Armstrong of Findlay in lane 8. Heat 1 of event 21. Event 21, Heat 1. The women's 100-yard backstroke is in the water. Kiera Miller of Wesleyan in lane 3. Tori Beagle of Calvin. Lane 4, Piper Sadowski of Calvin. In lane 5, and Troy Grubbs of Findlay. is in lane 6. Heat 2. In the water in lane 1, Vicky Berta of Northern Michigan. Katie Fippen of Calvin in lane 2. Maddie McInerney of Calvin in lane 3. Sophia Lesmes Montes of Findlay in lane 4. Stacy Nation of the Lakers in lane 5. Grand Valley's Madeline Bossas in lane 6. Samantha Klug of Findlay in lane 7. Emma Green of Wesleyan in lane 8. This is Heat 2 of event 21. Heat 3. Heat 3 of event 21 is in the water. Abby Mers of Calvin in lane 1. Megan Benjelink of Calvin in lane 2. Olivia Scheibelhofer of Findlay in lane 3. Camilla Carbone of Northern Michigan in lane 4. Alice Person of Grand Valley in lane 5. The Lakers' Kirsten Harmon is in lane 6. Nicole Malinova of Northern Michigan is in lane 7. Olivia Vanderlaan of Wesleyan is in lane 8. Heat 4. In the water, event 21, Heat 4, Emily Froman of Indiana Wesleyan, Raina Hoffman of Indiana Wesleyan in lane 2, Millie Berg of Findlay in lane 3, Sasha Melnick of Findlay in lane 4, Mia Strasny of Northern Michigan is in lane 5, Findlay's Macy May in lane 6, Rachel Matejek of Findlay in lane 7, Sierra Rupert of Findlay in lane 8. Up next is event 22, the men's 100-yard backstroke. This is heat 1. The men's 100-yard backstroke is in the water. Heat 1 features Ben Rosser of Indiana Wesleyan in lane 3. Selena Sandoval of Wesleyan in lane 4. Ben Witchard of Calvin in lane 5. Austin Moore of Wesleyan in lane 6. Heat 2. In the men's 100-yard backstroke, heat 2, Nathan Benjelink of Calvin in lane 1, Kyle Griswold of Northern Michigan in lane 2, Logan Campbell of Calvin in lane 3, Thomas Zoldowski of Grand Valley lane 4, Ian Rocheleau of Northern Michigan in lane 5, Aaron Deese of Grand Valley lane 6, Luke Massey of Findlay in lane 7, Cole Hively of Indiana Wesleyan is in lane 8. Heat 3. In the men's 100-yard back, heat 3, Drew Patel of Calvin is in lane 1. Jaden Humphrey and Findlay in lane 2. Malik Matthew of Grand Valley in lane 3. Bruce Keener II of Findlay in lane 4. Peter Helmuth of Findlay in lane 5. Max Swiatkowski of Northern Michigan in lane 6. Grant Brown of Wesleyan in lane 7. Joe Kroger of Findlay in lane 8. Heat 4. Zach Logan of Calvin is in lane 1. Caleb Rice of Northern Michigan in lane 2. Nolan Anderson of Grand Valley in lane 3. Charles Platt of Calvin in lane 4. David Bajwa of Calvin in lane 5. Tyler Thomas of Findlay in lane 6. Logan McKinney of Calvin in lane 7. Liam Boomer of Northern Michigan is in lane 8. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a 15-minute break before relays. And swimmers, the competition pool is open for 15 minutes for warm-up and warm-down. 15 minutes. This is your 5-minute warning, coaches and swimmers. 5-minute warning before the 800 free relays. We'll clear the competition pool for warm up and warm down in 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please clear the competition pool. Please clear the competition pool. right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a timed B final here in event number 25, the women's 800-yard freestyle relay. Swimming in lane 1, the F relay from Calvin University. Swimming in lane 2, the B relay from Indiana Wesleyan. In lane 3, the C relay from the University of Findlay. Lane 4, the Calvin C relay. Lane 5, the A relay from Indiana Wesleyan. Lane 6, the Calvin D relay. Lane 7, the Calvin E relay. Lane 8, the Northern Michigan E relay. We'll get those names for you in just a moment. Swimming on that Calvin F relay in lane 1 there is Sadowski, Beagle, Ogg, and Deluski. In lane 2 on the Indiana Wesleyan B relay is Weaver, Hogue, Green, and Denigan. Lane 3, the Findlay C relay of Madiak, Bumps, Patterson, and Samra. Lane 4, the Calvin C relay is Cassapit, McNerney, Maring, and Pankratz. Lane 5, the Indiana Wesleyan A relay of Beal, Howitt, McKay, and Campbell. Lane 6, the Calvin D relay of Hopek, Mers, Miedema, and Kelly. Lane 7, the Calvin E relay of Bartman, Reiser, Turner, and Hytonic. Lane 8, the Northern Michigan C relay of Howers, Moore, Koch, and Rose. Coming up on the 200-yard mark, first swimmers completing their 200s. Northern Michigan puts their second swimmer in the water first there in lane 8 at 2:00.11. That's Sophia Moore hitting the water for the Wildcats. Second in the pool there at 2:01.75, the lane 2 Indiana Wesleyan B relay. That's Chloe Hogue in the water. Northern Michigan continues their lead in lane 8, the C relay at 3:59.89. Indiana Wesleyan's B relay in the second spot there at 4:04.30. Leading the pool there for Northern Michigan is Ursula Koch. That's everybody in the water with their second swimmer. 2 down, 2 to go. And Northern Michigan C relay on the wall at 8:04.19 in lane 8 for the Wildcats. Anchoring there was Tegan Rose for Northern Michigan. Second on the wall, Indiana Wesleyan's A relay at 8:13.09 in lane 5. That relay consisting of Beal, Howitt, McKay, and Campbell. Calvin on the wall third there in lane 4.
You know it used to be mad love. So take a look what you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your A final for the women's 800-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1, the Findlay B relay of Marisek, Daria, Smith, and Payton. Lane 2, the Calvin A relay of Merkel, Sunday, Farrell, and Poe. Lane 3, the Grand Valley B relay of Alvarez, Fernandez, Nixon, Bassa, and Williams. Lane 4, the Northern Michigan A relay of Curti, Hanning, Santi, and Geyer. Lane 5, the Grand Valley A relay of Priority, Angeletica, Frick, O'Connell. Lane 6, the Northern Michigan B relay of Wright, Kilgard, Keenan, Arseth. Lane 7, the Findlay A relay of Mears, Bentley, Busby, Reckard, and Kmet. And in lane 8, the Calvin B relay of Bencheling, Andrews, Harris, and Streelman. Mr. Referee.
In so deep, salt in the wind like you left it right.
The pool record in this event is a 7:24.77 held by Grand Valley State University. The Division II B cut time is 7:28.30. The Division III B cut time is 7:38.31. 7:28.3 and 7:38.3. First to the flip there in lane 7 for Findlay is Emily Mears Bentley, out fast. Finley hits the water there at 3:44.66 in lane 7. Third in the water for the Oilers is Macy Reckard. And anchors in the water there. Lane 7 in the lead. 5:39.14. 5:39.72 there for Grand Valley in lane 5. Closing the gap there. Northern Michigan's A relay at 5:42.5. Once again, those Division II NCAA cut times are 7:28.30. 7:28.30. And all the anchors are in the pool. And Grand Valley has taken the lead there at 7:02.14, 50 yards to go. It's going to take a 26 to get that B-cut time. And a stroke-for-stroke finish here. It goes to Grand Valley at 7:30.72 in lane 5 for the Lakers. Finley, a relay at 7:30.87. Northern Michigan at 7:36.94. Grand Valley's B relay on the wall at 7:43.65. Northern Michigan's B relay at 7:44.26. Calvin's A relay at 7:44.95. That'll do it for event number 25, the women's 800-yard freestyle relay. Up next is event number 26. This is the men's 800-yard freestyle relay. There are only 2 heats. This is heat 1, your B consolation timed final. Swimming in lane 2, the Calvin F relay of Cridelli, McIntyre, Wormeister, and Wayne. Lane 3, the Calvin E relay of Jakubowski, Cridelli, Detweiler, and Benjelink. Lane 4, the Calvin C relay of Mullen, Bales, Rose, and Stimper. Lane 5, the Calvin D relay of Vinsola, Fippen, Logan, and Witcher. Lane 6, the Finley B relay of Thomas, Treos, Armstrong, and Day. Lane 7, the Indiana Wesleyan A relay of Zog, Fries, Rosser, and Brown. All right, times on the board are unofficial. Times on the board are unofficial. We will have to run a quick test of the starter before this heat begins, so swimmers, please exit the pool. Swimmers, please exit the pool. We are going to have to run a quick starter test before we reset. All right, once again, we're going to run a quick test of the starter real quick. This is just a test. All right, let's take a look at the top heat for the men's 800-yard freestyle relay. Swimming lane 1, the Findlay A relay. Lane 2, the Grand Valley C relay. Lane 3, the Grand Valley B relay. Lane 4, the Northern Michigan A relay. Lane 5, the Grand Valley A relay. Lane 6, the A relay for Calvin University. Lane 7, the Calvin B relay. Lane 8, the Northern Michigan B relay.
I'm a soldier, won't surrender faith as I can fly the never.
Swimming on the Lane 1 Findlay A relay is Arteaga, Schlor, Filippi, and Wosty. Lane 2, the Grand Valley C relay of Ojeda, Bosch, Schultz, Fox, and Smith. Lane 3, the Grand Valley B relay of Briseno, Hesse, Altranesi, and Kansenbach. Lane 4, the Northern Michigan A relay of Falcone, Rosatelli, Dickman, and Lopez Aponte. Lane 5, the Grand Valley A relay of Christoffel, Millard, Zeno Rauch, and Bosch. Lane 6, the Calvin A relay of Platt, Seidelman, Bajwa, and Herrera Mora. Lane 7, the Calvin B relay of Hayes, Hallberg, Ziegler, and Kulaga. Lane 8, the Northern Michigan B relay of Kamara, Bilot, Pena-Reyes, and Werwi. The pool record in this event is a 6:32.29 held by Grand Valley State University. The Division II B-cut time is 6:45.00. The Division III B-cut time is 6:43.15. Grand Valley on the wall there at 6:35.26 in lane 5 for the Lakers. That relay of Christoffel, Millard, Zeno Rauch, and Bosch. That's going to do it for this morning's competition in the pool over here. We have a few more time trials if you want to stick around. Time trials will start in 10 minutes. The competition pool is open for warm down for 8 more minutes. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning for time trials. 2-minute warning. We're going to start clearing that competition pool slowly. So if you're ready to get out, that'd be great. All right, if the competition pool is clear and you guys are ready to go, then we have a... Oh, Chris said he's not ready to go. Sorry. All right, Mia Field for Indiana Wesleyan behind lane 4 here in a time trial of the women's 50-yard freestyle. .24.60 is the final time. Up next is a time trial in the men's 50-yard freestyle. Behind lane 4 for Finley is Zain Kawas. Lane 5 for Finley, Marko Pridniks. Final time, 21:13. Up next is a time trial in event number 111. For the women's 200-yard butterfly, lane 4 for Calvin, Gracie Ganger. Up next, a time trial in the men's 200-yard butterfly. Behind lane 4 for Calvin, Cardin Nguyen.